Hello again. This is a video by way of continuation on the last video theme of making terrain. As you can see, I've been doing a bit more work. I've made some hills. I've made some more of those magnetic paper roads. I'll talk about those a bit more in detail in a moment. But I'm rather pleased with the way it's all coming along. I mean, the table is only 2'6" by 2'6" if I just pull out here, designed for small DBN style war games. I'll explain also why the table is the shape that it is in a moment. Subscriber Charlie Doom used the term or the phrase cohesive aesthetics in a recent comment. And that really pleased me because I think that's just what I've been looking for in this setup here. I like the hills to match the terrain, to match the tabletop. I like the trees to be massed rather than just one or two trees representing a woods. I like the roads to lie as flat as they can without the hard edges that you often get with 2mm MDF. I mean, there are some wonderful commercial products out there, but I wanted to do this as DIY as possible. I enjoy making stuff, as I said before. So I'll just describe a little bit about what I've done here. So the trees are sitting on, I use a lot of magnetic paper, and the reason for that is that you can texture it, you can treat it, and it won't warp. It will lay nice and flat. If I just pick up one of these roads, and I'll just show, you can see that it's got a lot of flexibility in it. So that when you buy a sheet of magnetic paper, you probably know this. You can either get it in gloss or matte. That's the printing side. The other side is magnetized black. I find it's best to texture the black magnetized side. But you see that it will lie perfectly flat. It's only 0.5mm of a millimetre. It's maybe by the time I've edged it up it's a little more, but you can see how it sits on the table rather than, has those very thick edges. I mean, you can't avoid it with everything, but certainly with the road. I'll just pop that back there just so you can see that it does, you can do a lot with that. I made a junction section there. There's a baggage wagon making its way along the road, 25mm wide for this small table, with a little bit of edging on, a bit of stonework. You see there, a bit of stonework, bit of flock. There's another wood base. That one's got 18 trees, but you can just shuffle them around once it just delineates the edges of the woods, which is, you can tell whether a unit clearly is. You can just remove one of those bases if something moves into those woods. The hills, they are made from 5mm foamboard. 4 contours of 5mm foamboard. I'll do a link to the blog where you can see it deconstructed, but basically, A, they match the terrain because I'm using the same mat to cover them with, and also B, the slopes are gentle, so you can there you see some pretty slight infantry making their way up the hill. They sit on the side, don't slide off, and yet the summit of the hill is clearly delineated. Another thing that I was going to say is that I don't like small round hills plonked down in the middle of the table. Not on a table this size, it doesn't really work. So I much prefer that my hills flow on from the edges, or indeed, as this one does, from the corner. So this is a corner hill, quite a fair size, I don't know, but it flows on from that corner. And just to show that you can, you can put anything on it. Excuse me sniffing, I've got a bit of a summer cold. And you can they're on the summit, or they can go down the hill. So you can clearly see when a unit's attacking uphill where the top of the hill is. You're back on the road. You've seen these before. These are the a small homestead. Again, the buildings just move around, so when you want to get a unit on there, you just stand it on there, move the house around. I'm still looking for picket fencing. I can find N-gauge picket fencing, which is too low, or I can find double O gauge railway picket fencing, which is great product but too tall. I need something about 10mm tall to match my 15mm figures. So that is it. If I just draw out, you can just see the effects so far. I'm really pleased with the way it all sort of hangs together. As I said, the table is 2'6" by 2'6", and the reason for that is that in a game of DBN, it will generally start with a dice off to see who is the attacker, who is the defender. The next step is to decide which of the 4 table edges that the defender will defend. He gets to choose, or you can do a dice roll for that, so it can be completely randomised. He then deploys on his choice of table edge. Attacker then deploys second on the opposite table edge, and he takes the first move with a bonus to his activation throw. So the defender gets to choose, attacker gets a bonus first move. It's a good game actually. It's a lot of dice offs between units, and I've got little markers that I've made just in the attrition version of the game when you're scoring hits on units. I've left them in the drawer over there, but I've made these little markers that just sit on the rear edge of the unit base. Let me just grab these guys over here. Just think, well, they're good. I'll paint them this week, if I say so myself. Let's get them into shot. And there they are. British Light Infantry. Peter Pigs, of course. 6 of them on there. Classed as Jaeger under the rules. Very good quality light infantry. I really like those Peter Pig figures. I'm sorry they're waving them around a bit there, but that's about it. 7.5 minutes. You get to see my, hopefully, aesthetically cohesive terrain. As I say, if you want to see the hills and the roads in the process of being made, I'll leave a link to my blog. I'm going to do rivers next, and I'm also trying to break up the green with maybe some crop fields or something, some areas of crop fields actually over there. I've just started texturing those up. So just to break up the, it's a rather nice day here in Kent. Just to break up the green, but I've got more road that I've made. I don't know whether I'll make, I might make another hill, maybe a long hill that fits along one side or something, so you can deploy stuff on the hill. But I'm very pleased with them. If I just pick one up, just to show you what they're like, they're very lightweight, as I say, they're made to fit in the corner of these ones. Matching covering, and they sit nice and flat. They don't look so good underneath. I used a lot of super glue there, but it doesn't matter, does it really? They sit nicely on the table. The folding card table has nice wooden edges, and all in all, I'm very pleased with how the way it's coming along. I do need to get a game on this table. I think I'll just make some crop fields, get some picket fencing around those homesteads, and yes, and as I say, rivers. I can make some nice flowing rivers that will just add some more interest to the game. But okay, I'm going to leave it there because I've actually gone to 9 minutes. It's a long video for me, but I hope you like what you see here, and I hope it gives you some ideas of how you can make things quite cheaply. I mean, the foam boards cost next to nothing. Magnetic sheet in the UK, £2.50 for an A4 sheet. I got all of that road and more that's not on the table out of one £2.50 A4 sheet. I've got more coming because I'm going to make some more curvy roads, more windy roads, and the river sections. But You know, I'm not saying it's as good as a commercial product, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good for the price, I think. And yeah, if you want to give it a go, just have a look at the blog, and there's some ideas on there. But anyway, thanks for watching. Once again, I've mumbled on a bit too long, but I would appreciate if you give it a like and subscribe. And if you know anyone else who might be interested in making some of these magnetic sheet roads, you know, that you can bend around and doesn't crack and stays nice and flat, then please share the video. Okay, thanks very much, and I'll be back soon, hopefully with a game in progress. Cheers for now. Bye.